Hi guys, it's Andrea here with Create Your Future. Today video it's about giving you some tips how to get rid of the third party. This is a personal success story. Before I dive in, I want to let you know that Create Your Future is giving away a free course how to find your blocks to create anything fast, and you will find the link in the descriptions below. Also, I would like to let you know that I have 50% off on my one-on-one coaches. If you are interested to work with me on one-on-one, I will be more than happy to be there for you. You will find the link in the descriptions below. So I would like to dive in today in this a few tips what it really helped me get myself on a mental diet and understand very well the concept of everyone is you pushed out. When you have a third party, you might hear here and there that they said you just have to ignore it. Like they say, ignore the 3D. So this was not working for me. There is people there, it works for them, and that's great, absolutely great. This is something what it was not working for me. I'm just sharing with you my personal stories, and every one of us is different. Every one of us minds are working in a different way. So what works for me, it might not work for you, but maybe you will find some helpful tips. It will work for you as well. So ignoring, it wasn't something what was working for me. My mind was overworking constantly, creating different kind of story. I was devastated, I was sad, and all I could think of that my SP left me for a third party. So why is she better than I am? Why would he choose her instead of me? What is wrong with me? What did I do wrong? Even when I knew on the surface that I didn't do anything wrong, and I knew on the surface that I am just absolutely great and wonderful, some kind of programming inside of me told me otherwise. So when I dive deep in on the concept of everyone is you pushed out. I'm sorry guys, sometimes I will do that. I'm just thinking in 3 different languages and sometimes my mind just goes all over the place. So looking for the words, but my intention is that I explain for you guys this and you will understand. So back to the story. On the surface, I was very well aware of the fact that I am good enough, I am lovable, I am wonderful, I am an excellent girlfriend. Why would anybody want to be with someone else? But when it happened with me, it hit me real hard. So it took me a little bit of time to put my mind on the right track and find the answers I was looking for. It was like a roller coaster up and down. So ignoring was out of question. Unfortunately, I wish I would have been so strong to ignore it. But because that was not working for me, so I start to pay attention on myself. I took all my attentions from him and my attentions from the third party, and I start to dive in deeply to understand the meaning of everyone is you pushed out and of the mental diet. It is very, very important to stay correctly on your mental diet. Our mind is built to protect us, and it will take you back. Even our mind doesn't like changes. So when you start to do changes in your thinking, when you start to change yourself and your personality, your mind will say, okay, no, this is not what I know, I don't like this is something new, this is uncomfortable, let's go back to where you were. Even if it's the place you don't want to be, your mind will want to go there because it's familiar, and our brain likes familiar things. So I start to observe, how am I thinking? What are my reactions when I think of the SP? How do I react when I think of the third party? What is my story about my SP? What is the story about me and my SP? What is the story about me, what I create in my mind about SP and the third party? And when I write everything down, I finally realize that the story what I create about them, it's absolutely wonderful for them, but it's a nightmare for me. So then I start saying to myself, okay, we have to stop this. This is my reality. I am the one who's creating here. Why would I create drama for myself and create heaven for someone else? So I start to change the story. But I didn't want to hurt another person, because I understand that I create this, and I didn't want to wish them awful things. I just wanted to have back what I think it's mine. So I start to create a story that the third party found somebody else. They realized that this connection with my SP, it's not for them. I started to see the third party distancing herself from him. I started to create a story that my SP made a mistake, but that mistake made our relationship even stronger. I start to create the story and the assumption, I assume, right? And the story came like that just because he left, it made him realize what a big mistake he's doing, because I am such a wonderful person. Nobody would give him that kind of comfort, that kind of life, that kind of understanding. And I start to really dig up all the good stuff what we had together, because when a third party situation comes in, I'm sure we will all agree on that we are in pain, and when we are in pain, we don't always think straight, and we are not saying nice things. And then that kind of mentality and that kind of thinking, I understand that it's hurting only me. I am the one here being sad, and they are happily ever after together, no problem. I am the one in pain. They don't even know that how I feel, and basically, honestly, God, guys, they didn't even care probably, right? So I said to myself, why am I creating that kind of story where I am the victim and they are the winners? I said, no, we have to change that. But because I don't want to wish ill to anybody, as I said, I started to create a reality in my mind that in the end everyone is happy. So that helped me a lot. And I had days when 3D showed me exactly the opposite. And I had doubts, I was in pain, I was sad. All I did, talk, and then I realized, okay, you are talking with your friends. They are there for you, to help you, and they want to help you, and they are doing the best what they can in their own reality. But what they are telling you, is that something you would like to have in your reality? Because we have to understand, guys, everyone has a totally different concept of for example, what marriage means to you guys. Maybe what marriage means to you guys it's not the same like what it means to me. Just a rough example to give you. Majority of the people, they think, okay, if we get married, we have to live together. Me personally, I think, no, we don't have to live together just because we are married. You see? So I'm just giving you this example to understand that we have to create our own reality, and what it's in our own reality and our mind, it's not 100% fitting on any other people's reality and their mind. So that's why it's not wise to go and ask for advice, because they might build blocks in your reality without any of you realizing that, because they are your friends, they love you, and they really just want to help you. But you start to ruminate on some stories, what it's their reality, it's not yours. So you really need to sit down with yourself and understand that the story what you want for yourself, it's achievable. You can do it, and even if you don't see any movement in 3D, always remember there is always movement behind the scene, even if you don't see it. You just have to remind yourself, and every single time you see yourself going back to the old story, or giving up in your, you like to stay in that painful victim mentality. It's not because that's what you want, it just feels comfortable, and that change, it's overwhelming, because it needs so much attention, and where your attention goes, your energy goes. So it takes away so much energy, and you feel tired and exhausted. And I have times when I had horrible headaches. I never get headaches. I was just so tired, I just wanted to sleep, but I said, I'm not going to give up, because I don't like what I have in my life right now. I know I deserve more, that it shows me my 3D reality right now. This is not my dream life. My desire is totally different that I see at this moment in my 3D. And when I understand how to use the 3D reality to understand that 3D reality, it's like a gift. It shows you what it's in your subconscious mind, and it shows you what you're thinking about in majority of the time. What is your story? So when I start to use 3D reality as a present, as a gift, guys, I was getting so much more energy out of it. I start to focus on my mental diet. Right away, when I see something that I don't like, I changed it. So you see, I used lots of tips, what it helped me get out of that unwanted stage. And I knew the reality what I see right now, it's not the reality what I dreamed of. That's not my life, and I am the only one. I am the operate power of my reality. I create my reality. So I was really pushing through and worked on my self-concept, because when a third party comes in the picture, it's great if some of you have that feeling that it means nothing. But honestly, for me, it wasn't like that. It was painful. I start to feel unworthy, and I never had this before, never. I am the girl who always got what she wanted. I am the girl who was always loved and cherished, and it was easier for me to go on that state of mind because I used to have that. So I needed to understand when I went off track, right? And yeah, basically I want you to listen to this video and replay it many times and try to find a tip what it would be comfortable for you to use it in your story, in your reality. Understand very, very deeply the concept of everyone is you pushed out and what is the mental diet, guys. And I guarantee you will succeed and you will get rid of the third party, and you will not create another third party, so they will be better off somewhere else, and you will have your specific person back the way how you want it. And when you are going off track here and there, because it happened with me, I always told myself, no, third party doesn't want to have anything with my SP, because my SP is using thought transmissions as well, and his thoughts are nowhere near around her. He's very happy to be in a relationship with me. That third party situation showed him that I am not, you cannot replace me. So, and I am absolutely amazing, and I am loved, I am cherished, I am wanted, I am always chosen and always his first choice and first priority. And I promise you that it's happening right now. And my intention for you guys is to get an information out of this video, to get a tip what will help you push through. And I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day. Bye.